Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shady. You're in the zone. And I know it has been a minute since I've done a video, and y'all are going to have to please forgive me because I'm in a different location. You are probably going to hear my parrot screaming in the background, but you are truly in the zone for a change because the zone is back. Now, let me explain something here. Over the past, and I can't even say recent past because this has been going for a while, I have found myself and I have found the channel sort of drifting off, sort of getting off course. And it's totally on me because I got caught up in some things. I've let some emotions take over, and it's sort of kind of been a tough road to hoe here in Colorado over the past couple of years. I mean, the channel has sort of gotten away from what it originally was, which is and was a prepping channel. Um, and it's sort of leaned over into political issues and politics and yada yada, all that stuff. It's politics and prepping or kind of, well, they're interwoven with each other, to be honest with you. At least in some cases, they are. Now, I think what myself and what the channel has done is we've sort of kind of we've gotten off course. I've said that a while ago. We've gotten off course. It's kind of like when you go to your favorite lake to go fishing and you put your boat out in the water and you paddle down for a few minutes and you because you know this really great fishing spot. And you paddle down there and you throw your line out and bam, you catch a fish. You throw it out again, bam, you catch another fish. And this keeps going for a while. But as you keep throwing that line out, you start noticing that you're not catching as many fish as you were before. And it's about that time that you look up and you realize that the current has taken you from one place, a good place, all the way back to another place. And suddenly you're not in that prime fishing spot anymore. That's kind of what the channel has gotten to. As most of you know, I live in Colorado, probably one of the most blue states in this country. Um, the governor, the legislature here have been doing some things that are, for lack of better words, almost criminal. They are so anti-constitutional, anti-Second Amendment. And I got caught up in it because it takes a totalitarian government to try to take citizens' firearms away from them. I am a huge supporter of the Second Amendment. And if any of y'all that have been following this channel know anything, you know that about me. I look at it that the first thing that a totalitarian government does is disarm its citizens. And that is what the state of Colorado has been trying to do, especially this year. It has been brutal this year in the state of Colorado as far as Second Amendment rights being stripped away from the citizens and things of that nature. But I digress. Um, it's sort of like, I don't know. To me, it was almost like an obsession. After it started, it was almost like a drug. I needed a fix, or at least every time I turned on the TV, turned on the news, got on the internet, went on social media, all I could see was that aspect of what was going on. And I let that carry me from Second Amendment into just straight up politics. And guys, I'm not a politician. I'm not even really that political of a person. But I found myself drifting further and further and further toward it because politicians, especially liberal, socialist, communist politicians, they give you enough fodder to where you can just feed on it. And after you start feeding on it, it's tough to back away from it. So that's one of the reasons that I haven't put out a whole lot of videos here lately. I've been doing a lot of soul searching. I've been doing a lot of contemplating. I've been looking back on what the channel was and looking at what it is now. And sure, I've got all this new fancy tech that I've been using. I've been trying to make the videos better. But I've been trying to make the videos better to an audience that may or may not want to hear what I'm saying. So I came to a decision that I was going to try to steer this channel back to where it needs to be, that I was going to try to get more back into prepping. I'm working on a video right now that is 100% prepping. I want to get back to that because I think that is what you folks really want to hear. Of course, like I said, when you're dealing with a government who is doing everything, or at least one side of the government is doing everything that they can to take away your Second Amendment, to take away your First Amendment in a lot of cases. If you remember back during COVID, there were certain things that we couldn't talk about. So I look at a government that tries to take our rights away from us, tries to strip our Second Amendment, our First Amendment rights from us. And I look at that as an SHTF sort of situation. Because in my opinion, a totalitarian government is an SHTF sort of situation. Now, admittedly, I have went overboard with this, and I do apologize. I think I have probably lost more viewers than I've gained going that way, but I didn't see it. It was almost like that frog in the boiling water, in the pot of boiling water. As the temperature gradually goes up, the frog never feels it. It was sort of that until I just stopped. Here a month or so ago, I just stopped. And I started looking back on some of the videos that did very well, some of the videos that didn't do very well. And 9 times out of 10, the videos that didn't do very well were political in nature. So I have decided that I am going to try to turn the channel back around, to get it back on course, to get it back on prepping, to get it back on giving you guys some information, maybe tips, maybe things that you didn't know, maybe some things that you do. And if you do know these things, then you know what to do. Comment in the comments down below when I'm talking about them and add your suggestions to them. Because, hey, this is a community, y'all, and I want to get back to this being a community instead of me just putting my ugly mug on a video and pushing it out there and talking about Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or Donald Trump. Because why? Wow. We are all focusing on these politics and things. There are other things happening in the world. And a lot of the times we let that go by because we don't hear about it. Because everybody's focus, every news media's focus, every social media's focus is all on politics. What Trump did this week, what AOC said last week, what Bernie Sanders is doing right now. And yes, those things are important. I'm not going to deny that, but they're not, they're not what this channel is about. And I'm not saying for 1 second that if something comes up in Colorado where these people are trying to shred our Second Amendment, that I'm not going to get on here and say something about it, because I am. But I do want to pull this back to where it needs to be, and that is prepping, survival, tips for you, conversations with you. I'm looking at doing a video right now. Actually, I am working on a video right now on civil unrest. It should be out here pretty soon. It's kind of in the infant stages right now, but that's where we're at right now. And also, a lot of you guys don't know this. A lot of you do. I did start another channel. And I've been putting a lot of time and a lot of love and effort into that because it actually means something to me. The name of the channel right now is From Shade to Light. That is probably going to change here shortly. A lot of you know that here, probably 6, 8 months ago, I started doing some devotional shorts on this channel, and they are still here. You can look them up down below. And I got such overwhelming responses to those videos, to those shorts, that I wanted to keep doing them, but I didn't feel like this channel was the place for them. So I created a new channel, and I'll be real honest with y'all, it is a total labor of love to me because I'm doing these shorts and I'm doing these videos on the other channel because I want to do them. Many of you know that I went through some troubles here not too long ago. And hey, I'm not here to preach to you, but I got to say this. I went through some troubles here not too long ago. And I was at a point in my life where I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was going to happen next. I didn't know where my life was going. I didn't know where my finances were going. And I will be just straight up with y'all. I was scared. And in that fear and in that time of trouble, I rediscovered my faith. And, you know, you may not believe the way I do, and that's fine. I'm not asking you to. That's why there's another channel. But I started the other channel because I wanted to give people a sense of hope. I wanted to give people some good news. I wanted people to know that even if you're suffering, even if you feel lonely, even if you feel like there is no hope, no help in sight, that there is. So I started doing those. I don't expect to ever go anywhere with that channel as far as monetization goes. I really don't care. It's not about money. I will do a short over there, and I just got done doing one that's gotten over 2,000 views. And the way I look at it, it's not the point that I got 2,000 views on a short. The point is that out of those 2,000 people that looked at that video, that tried it, that checked out that video, if one person received a message of hope in that video, in that short, then I did what I wanted to do. So that's where I'm at these days, and that's why I haven't done any videos in a while, and that's why I'm doing this one right now, to let you guys, especially a lot of you, my older subscribers, to let you guys know the Shady Zone is coming back. The Shady Zone, Shady, oh Shady is coming back. I was looking the other day, and a lot of the creators that were around when I first started doing videos have they've either just quit or they've sort of faded off. All right. And I know some of them have good reason for what they've done, just like I've had good reason for not posting a lot of videos here lately. But I looked and I'm like, you know, there's a lot of people out there that were interested in the prepping videos when this channel started. And I get a feeling you're still out there. I get a feeling you're still interested in prepping and subjects that have to do with survivalism, of prepping, things like that. And y'all know me. I love guns. I am a I love to go to the range and shoot. It is one of my simple pleasures in life. It's really expensive to do it these days. I actually gave up my membership at the local range when I was going through my financial difficulties a while back. It was one of the things that I just cut out because basically, you know, you go and you spend a buttload of money on your monthly dues, and then you go out there and you spend a buttload of money on targets and ammo and this and that and the other just to plink down the range, which is not saying that you should not go to the range and practice, because you should. But I cut it out. But I enjoy going to the range. I enjoy firearms. I do. So I will probably still do some videos on firearms, on guns. Laws start getting passed that interfere with my Second Amendment rights, I will probably still do some videos on that. Get ready. I'm going to probably throw a few of them in. But I wanted to update everybody, let you kind of know where I was, where my heart was, and where the channel is right now. I miss doing this, but for the longest time, I have felt like, I don't know, I felt like I've been putting out videos. The quality of the videos has been improving, but the subject matter of the videos is probably not what was appealing to a lot of my original subscribers. So here we are. We're going to take a step back. We're going to evaluate things, and we're going to start trying to put out some videos that you will actually enjoy, instead of just hearing me sit at a table, look into a camera, and run my mouth. All right, y'all, look, I know this wasn't very long, but I wanted to put some stuff out there to let you guys know. The zone is back. Shady is back. And y'all, especially you that have stayed with me all this time, through all these videos, it's been years now. It's been a couple of years that I've been doing this now. But I wanted y'all to know, I haven't forgotten about you, and I haven't forgotten about me. I haven't forgotten about who I am. I just kind of got a little bit confused, and I kind of went down the wrong, well, maybe not the wrong, but a different path. We're back. So until the next time, you guys take care of yourselves and each other. God bless. And hey, stay shady, everybody.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. And these Shield boys